Live from Studio 7E in Rockefeller Center, this is News for New York.
Welcome back. Martial arts, dance, yoga, it's all good for staying fit. So how about doing all three in one-hour class? Beres, a yogi and instructor at Equinox Fitness Clubs, combines these types of exercise with the help of a good beat. He stopped by to explain how music is helping people groove into good shape. So, Derek, thanks for coming in.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And we want to mention that you brought a fellow yoga instructor with you, Aarona Pichinson. So thank you, too, Aarona, for coming in. You're going to help illustrate the moves, which are beautiful. I got a sneak peek, and they really are gorgeous. What we want to talk about, though, is music plays a big role in your yoga, Derek. And actually, you're a music producer, and we're listening to Rama, which is from your group. Tell me about it.
Well, EarthRise SoundSystem is my friend David Schomer and I. Basically, the yoga community in America is very open-minded, and they're more open to learning about cultural awareness, and that's what I really try to promote. So I play a good amount of world music, international music in my classes. Good beats, but new instruments, new voices, new languages, just so people get out of the frame of mind of learning about other cultures through just political means and learn about what the people are really doing artistically and spiritually, and so I try to promote that in my classes.
And it gets people energized.
Oh, very much
to do
so.
their yoga.
Very much so.
Now, your signature class at Equinox is EarthRise Yoga, and
Yes.
I understand it combines dance and martial arts. Tell me about the class.
Well, I have a history of dance and martial arts, different forms and techniques for about 12, 14 years now. And it's just a little more interesting to me to again, take many disciplines and put them into one form. And yoga is always the foundation, and that is my spiritual practice. But if you can borrow from other cultures and movement forms, why not?
Makes it interesting.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
well, let's see some of the poses. The first one is called crow.
Yes, I'm going to do crow and then transition into another pose called Eka Kundanyasana, just to highlight the strength aspects. But crow is an arm balance, you come forward. And then once you start to get more confident there, you can start to extend back. And you can play, opening up.
Amazing.
And then just teaching you.
So I'm going to try just the basic crow, but as I try, tell me, what is this working? What is this strengthening? So I put my
Well, core, but also upper body strength, obviously.
Okay. So
you want to look here, bend your knees, bring your knees into your triceps, and start to look here. There you go, you got it.
Hey, that was a baby crow.
So it does core strengthening, but upper body strengthening as well. Also thighs, the drawing in and up. So it's really, it's not just upper body, there's a lot involved.
And we want to mention there are beginner poses that you kind of work toward. I am no yogi, so it's difficult, but it's amazing to get to that point.
Just to get your toes off the ground, that's where you start, and then over time you evolve it, yeah?
Okay, next pose, what are we going to talk about?
Side plank.
Side plank.
Into a wheel pose. So Aarona will show that.
And what is this pose working?
Well, again, upper body, obliques, side body, hips, really good, strong shoulder work. And where Aarona's taking it now, the toe lock, lifting up. So working back of the thighs, hamstrings as well. And then she's going to bend her knee, drop it behind her, and transition into a wheel pose, which wheel is a great pose. Opens the whole front body, stretches and strengthens the whole back body.
It's amazing flexibility. And when you see people who just do yoga, they're in amazing shape.
Yes.
It always amazes me because they're not running and sweating necessarily.
Well, it's, you know, yoga is a development of patience and self-understanding, self-realization. So it's really a long process. We didn't just do these.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to try that one for time's sake and for, you know, my own self-esteem.
Well,
but we'll go into the third pose.
Revolve triangle, so you can come with me. We'll try this together.
Okay.
You come down, separate your feet about 2.5, 3 feet apart. You can bring your left hand on your shin or maybe the ground, and then take your right hip, draw your right hip back, and then open your right arm up, lengthen through the crown of your head. So a very strong leg engagement here. You get a stretch there. Very detoxifying for your digestive system here in the midsection, and also opens up your shoulders. One of my favorite postures.
It feels good. And finally, the big finale.
Scorpion.
Okay.
Aarona's a master of arm balances.
Well.
So she's going to work towards a handstand, and then maybe one leg, maybe two, depending on where she is. Right, and then you can bend back and drop back into a wheel.
No, it's beautiful.
Right.
Once more. Really? Well, as you try, I want to thank you guys so much for being on. Derek, Aarona, beautiful. Just beautiful poses, and EarthRise Yoga.
There it is.
Ooh,
Yes.
Do you want to give it a shot?
Yeah, thank you
Good
so
luck.
much for having us.
Right.
Okay.
Well, time now to head across the street, check in with Lester Holt.